Gayle, I tell you what, it may be oddly quiet up there in space, not quiet around here. When she was on that journey, cheers erupting from here, from our colleagues over on 57th Street, our colleagues down, Nate and Vlad, have been leading our coverage in Texas. What a morning. You know, guys, I was preparing last night deep in the CBS archives, and I came across a Jeff Bezos interview on CBS almost a decade ago when the New Shepard rocket was first tested.
Wow. And
live on our show with Gayle sitting in the anchor chair, he invited everyone to join him on that journey. Crickets from Gayle King 10 years ago. And yet she rang the bell today, and now she's an astronaut.
Takes time. It takes time.
Oh, how things change.
Things have changed indeed. And as you guys described, it was a range of emotions, not just for Gayle, but for all of us here watching. Our executive producer, Shauna, we had tears in our eyes as we watched Gayle ring that bell to get on the Blue Origin spacecraft. She looked pretty serious.
She was locked in.
She was locked in, had her game face on. And then the moment we all cheered, when Gayle emerged from that capsule, kissed the ground out here in West Texas. Grateful to be back on Earth. She called it a bona fide freaking ride.
Bona fide freaking flight.
Bona fide freaking flight.
Yeah, BFF.
BFF.
That's for sure.
That's an especially good morning for Gayle. She's already telling the story, and we're going to share all of that very, very soon.
Yeah, so stick around. To the viewers. If you are just now joining us and you missed the launch when it happened, don't worry. We've got you covered. Here's the Blue Origin, New Shepard, lifting off just about 90 minutes ago, carrying Gayle and the crew into space on their historic journey.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, command engine start, 2, 1, ignition. Liftoff. New Shepard has cleared the tower. Mach 1. Vehicle is supersonic. Engine back up to full throttle.
Supersonic. We have passed through max Q. Maximum dynamic pressure. That's when the vehicle, the stresses between the atmosphere and the speed are at their maximum. So to punch through that is so important.
And our...
And there you saw. The main engine is turned off. We're now going to separate the capsule from the booster. And at that point, Kristen, that's when all 6 astronauts are going to start to feel the weightlessness. And shortly thereafter, we're going to let them unbuckle.
And that right there is the most critical milestone of this whole ascent. Oprah watching her best friend go to space.
Well over 345,000 feet, well over the Kármán line.
Wow.
And at this moment, the astronauts have unstrapped from their seats. They are floating. They are weightless. They are experiencing zero-G for the very first time in their lives. And Katy Perry did say that she was going to sing in space. I'm waiting for it.
Waiting for it.
All astronauts in seats.
And a great piece of news there. All astronauts are back in their seats. You see the 2 craft now. That on the bottom, that is the rocket that is screaming back down to Earth. The rocket will beat the capsule to its landing spot just 2 miles north of where it's taken off from. Shortly here, we're waiting to see the drogue parachutes deploy from the crew capsule. Those are like the guide parachutes. There we go, the drogue parachutes.
Just free-falling right there until those drogues came out.
And we can see the capsule just over our shoulder here, going to be landing north and east of the launch pad, coming down softly and beautifully. It's a very soft landing despite the sporty perception. There it is.
Congratulations, and welcome back to Earth.
And that was the moment. that was the moment where the astronauts, and that's exactly what they are, it's been defined as going 50 miles up into the atmosphere. That makes you an astronaut. They're going to get pinned by Jeff Bezos later this morning. They're going to receive a citation and a pair of wings that signifies that they are astronauts. It was an incredible moment. You saw Oprah there in the video that we were showing, in tears. Many of us here were in tears, feeling those emotions as we watched our colleague and her crewmates go up into space. Guys, it was just an incredible moment. I'm still, I think what's incredible about this, Nate, is, and I've been saying this since the moment Gayle told us she was going into space, we've revered astronauts all through our lives, but I've never known one personally. I've never had one as a friend. And that is, to me, what is kind of remarkable.
Yeah. And let's send it to Tony and Gayle. I mean, Tony and Dana.
I was going to say, she's really supersonic if she's back in New York.
The emotion says it all, guys. You're right. Absolutely happy and thrilled for her.
Yeah, we really are.